Hello and welcome to the Cherish Ball interview with my special guest this time. It's the man we know by the koala. How you doing, Jeypi?
Fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well. It's a nice day, nice Sunday. I don't know how your Sunday
It's
is down
really,
there, but it's nice up here.
yeah, it's quite sunny, quite hot.
Yeah, that's how it is in July. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from, and what you do for a living.
Okay, so you all know me as JP. My name is Juan Pablo, but I've gone by JP ever since like, I don't know, second, third grade. So basically my whole life. I'm 24 right now, so basically all my life I've been going as JP. I'm from Mexico and have been like all over the place in Mexico, but we will really go much into detail because only like one person in the server is going to know what I'm talking about. So I'll just say right now, I live in Cancun for the past like 12 years or so. And my work situation is also a little bit messy right now. I'm a biomedical engineer graduate. I graduated almost 2 years ago, I think. But there's like next to no field for my job in Cancun. It's mostly
Mm,
just tourism. So I just work for a year. I worked for a year in a workshop fixing medical equipment, but it was really tiring, so I quit like a few months ago. Right now, I found a job like being like a salesman or sorts for a resort, like a hotel,
hmm.
speaking with people that want to renew their memberships and so. But on the side, I'm studying programming,
Oh, that's cool.
so if everything goes well,
Did
I'm currently
you
applying for a job in the US.
do you learn any programming when you were studying biomedical?
Yeah, like we have like common um, some forgot the word for it. Some classes, some common classes with mechanical engineering
Mm-hmm.
that we already have programming. So I took like 2 or 3 classes. So I'm not that proficient at it yet, but that's why I'm taking courses on the side for Python mostly.
That's cool. Yeah, so these just like I guess separate from a university, or are you enrolled?
No, it's completely separate, like
Okay.
just on my own
Oh,
in
okay.
Udemy.
Yeah, that's cool. Python is something that I want to get into as well because I just enjoy the. I don't know what like I guess you enjoy out of it. I like the puzzle aspect of it, where it's like, all right, how can I solve this problem with like this code? I don't know if that's how you feel the
Yeah,
same way.
yeah, yeah, and with Python specifically, with libraries, you can do all sort of
You can do you can do so much with it. It's
stuff.
ridiculous.
So it's really cool. Like you can go wherever you want with
Hmm.
Python. Yeah.
Is it? I don't know this off the top of my head. Is it the most popular language or like coding language?
Mm, I wouldn't really know right now either, but it's probably up there with Java.
It's Java, and I guess C would probably be the other one.
Yeah, what C I think has been falling off a bit,
Ah,
but
okay.
between Java and Python, definitely
Yeah.
the
Well, that's really
upcomers.
cool. Cool to hear the, I guess, progression. It's always nice.
Yeah,
All right, so let's get into the heart of these questions here. You ready?
sure.
How did you get into Pokemon in general slash competitive?
Okay, so for Pokemon in general, I used to watch the show, the anime,
Mm.
since I was a kid. Like I watched it almost religiously. It was my favorite show. And from there, one day, a cousin from the US came to visit, and he brought his Game Boy with Pokemon Gold, and he let me it play. and I was going through it, but I barely knew English at the time, so I got stuck at the pseudo. Like I
Oh
really didn't know
no.
what was going on, so I got stressed out and wasn't able to finish it. Just like many years later, I started getting into like ROM and ROM hacks in my PC, and from there I went like down the rabbit hole of Pokemon, finding out about Shaman and all that
That's cool.
competitive stuff.
Yeah, the anime was a highlight for sure. Do you have a
Yeah,
favorite
that's
standout episode that you can remember?
mm, like, like from the original no
I think he's cutting away. Oh, no.
the way it's pro like with the rival at the time. I don't really remember, but like he was uh, final championships where he was fighting, and the trainer had, it was fun, but kind of broken.
Okay. I think we lost you a little bit in the beginning of that, which is unfortunate, but all right. So I guess then how did you get into the competitive side?
So is the connection like breaking
It was like
away?
breaking up a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Well, now it's fine. I don't know what happened. But
Okay, let's hope it doesn't happen again.
okay,
I
yeah, we
guess.
can only hope. All right, so back to how did you get into the competitive side of Pokemon?
From Showdown, basically, like I discovered it. I started, as I think almost every one of us did, like a single casual. And I specifically was like a nasty style user. I think I had like my first team was like Clefable, Chansey, Karmory, Lower, like all the nasty stuff.
All the
Where I
singles
started,
players watching this are vomiting as you're speaking now.
I know I really like being annoying. When I started, it was like Gen 6, I believe, maybe about when Oris came out. So I think there already was like Mega Sableye as well.
Mm.
It was really all the bulkiest, nasty stuff that I could think about. It was fun at the time, but I also like messing around a bit with doubles. Like I did some break room teams in the ladder, but it wasn't until I got my Switch and started to play Sword and Shield that I really started getting into VGC.
Yeah, and Sword and Shield made getting into VGC as simple as possible.
Yeah,
Like you have all the ways to mess with your EVs. The breeding was easy. Rental codes. Were you more so like using rental teams, or did you like breed your own teams and play those?
I started out breeding them, and I got lazy and I started to work, so I got into genning.
Mm-hmm.
I almost didn't use much rental teams.
Yeah, that's cool. Building your own teams is much more satisfying than using somebody else's. Definitely say that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and then so how did you find out about the SCDA era? I'll call it. So either, well, I know it's not just this server, but the merger servers. How did you find those merger servers?
So I came from APDL,
Yeah, and then you found
which
RPDL too, probably from APDL though.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. In the announcements. I found APDL basically through a Reddit post, I think. It was during the third season, so you had just added the Rillaboom,
Mm-hmm.
Lucky, and Grookey Gang divisions in
Grookey
season two.
Gang. Yeah.
So you were looking for more people, and I think you were reaching out through Reddit and all the sort of stuff you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, I was like in 2 leagues before, but they never came to finish. They were like casually run between friends mostly.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually people started like forgetting about it, couldn't schedule matches, and so they never got to finish.
It
So
sucks.
I wanted to look for a. I looked into APDL, which looked like a bit more professional. I thought maybe this was the one where a season might actually finish.
It was close. I don't know if you remember that season, but the wheels were falling off.
Yeah,
But we managed to rebound from that. So
yeah,
so
it
yeah
was really fun.
that was your first organized season of draft then? Was
Yeah,
APDL?
basically. Yeah,
That's
season
very
3.
impressive, especially given we'll move to the next segment. So this says you're a 3-time champion, but from what I hear, these first two, oh, I don't know if it was capture my cursor. I hope it wasn't. For these first two were your first 2 seasons of draft, if I
Yeah,
understand correctly.
basically.
That's
Yeah, basically.
insane. You came into both of those servers and was just like, "Hi, you'll see me in the
I'm here.
finals," and uh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. It was an experience. I
Wow.
played of the. I don't remember how they were called back then, but some quick
Speed
pull
tours.
tours.
Yeah, they were speed tours
Yeah, the
then.
speed tours.
Yeah.
I got some practice from there as well. I think you beat me
I
twice
had to beat
before
you
the
twice, I remember. And
yeah
then I have not
before
beaten
the
you
season started.
again since. I think we've played like 2 or 3 other times, and you've beaten me both times after
Yeah,
that. So,
I've gotten better.
all right. So why don't we go ahead and dive right into some of these championship teams? We'll go in order, shall we? We'll start with your Thwacky team. So this was Series
Sure.
8, the middle division, I remember correctly.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, Toki was
And your
the
first
middle
ever
team.
draft, you drafted
Yeah, got to finish basically.
you drafted one of the most well-rounded teams I've seen. Talk to
Yes.
me about this team, the format, the division itself.
So if I remember correctly, I was second pick overall, and my first pick was Dialga. Like I thought real hard, like what I value the most in draft. But back then, and still around, my thought is I want some things that are really versatile, so that you can use these completely different sets each week. And I was analyzing all of the restricteds that were available, and I thought Dialga was like the most versatile one out of them all. Like he has both attack and special attack, great defenses, typing. 90 speed is like good enough for Trick Room. Like it can underspeed most of the restricted if you want to on Trick Room. So it was a weird second pick. Like I think everyone thought that was tripping or something, but it definitely felt
Yeah, and
like it was the best
if we
restricted
use results
to use for
oriented
draft.
thinking, Dialga was the best restricted in the league. Or like that
Yeah, I
division,
think.
or
Well,
I guess that format was Dialga was the best results
yeah,
wise.
it's just so versatile. Like, well, you can just use the weakness policy and tier through gems.
Mm-hmm.
But I think most times I didn't even max the yoga because I also have a nasty team. I don't know how I got both Landorus and Tepofini as well.
Yeah,
But
that was
that
crazy.
core of the Yaga, Landorus, and Tepofini carried me all the way through to the finals.
Mm-hmm. And then
And then I also have my sweet Meowstic and Rifflin. That's where I fell in love with them. The low tiers that offer amazing support.
mm-hmm. And just Unburdened plus
And
terrain is what we've seen in draft. So nice.
yeah, yeah, it makes Rift Images so nice because it can't be faked out except by like Kangaskhan.
Yeah, but then they're running Kangaskhan, so it's like, are they really winning?
Yeah, so it's basically a guaranteed tailwind if you can, or unless there's some prankster user with tons. But I think it's only like Meowstic and no,
Whimsicott and
Whimsicott and
Lipard.
yeah.
There's actually quite a few of them.
Oh yeah, also the genies.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
So basically, that was my core all the way through the finals. Dialga, Landorus, Tapu Fini, Meowstic, and Rift. Like the rest, I brought sometimes. Like I think one week I brought Alchemy and Dialga, and just make Dialga wreck through the other team.
You made
I didn't even
Dialga look all nice and pretty with Decorate.
Decorate, yeah. I think my champ only came like 1 week where I just tripped him. I didn't even remember I had Steel Valley. I don't know if it ever came.
It was just kind of there. But you did bring Grookey to a game, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think I only lost one game, and I think it was to Prime. I don't remember if... Yeah, he has like Urshifu and Calyrex Shadow. I think he wrecked me.
Ah, that guy. Yeah. Yeah, he was having a breakout season too, and then I don't know if you played him in the quarters or not. I don't think you did. But
No.
no, that's great. Yeah, you played very well with this team, and it was really fun to watch your run through. I think you were 7-1, and then you cruised your way to the final.
Yeah, and then I think the first playoff match was against Broskill.
No, I thought it was Minor Shrub.
No, that was the finals.
Oh, okay. You're talking about quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Quarterfinals was Broskills, but I don't remember the semis.
What did he have? He had Zygarde, I think, if I remember.
Yeah.
He was like Zygarde and Didi. His team was so weird.
Yeah, but if you manage to set up the Zygarde,
Mm-hmm.
it wrecks. It can also go to town. But yeah, the finals was against Minor Shrub, who took over a team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which was also, I guess, impressive on his part, but he couldn't handle the Dialga. No one could, really.
No one.
All right, so move it to... So you went from playing your first draft and winning to your second draft and winning. And
But I think I think that team was even nastier.
This is the grossest team I've seen in my experience in draft. I wasn't that into RPDL at the time you played in that division, so I didn't actually know what your team was other than it had a whale.
Yeah, and the best part was that I got it in free agency time.
Yeah,
like someone dropped it.
What was your restricted before it?
I think it was Necrozma Dunwings.
Oh.
I think I changed like 3-4 Pokemon and made like the best team ever.
Jesus, this team is so insane.
Like most weeks I could just bring indeed the Scarf Kyogre, and there was really nothing most teams could do against that. Like just for starters, like Kyogre wrecks through the opposing main Pokemon, and then just bring like Melmetal or Cinderace in the back and finish them up.
Now, was this the season that Melmetal couldn't max, or could it? I don't remember.
It could.
Okay. I guess it says
Mythics
G-Max,
could max.
But
yeah, Mythics could max and Restrictix couldn't.
Yeah, and that's the repeat ball format today is what this is.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, if you got this team, like if you gave anyone this team in that division, they would be enjoying life.
Yeah, well, at the time, Kyogre was only like 22 points, I think. And right now is like double that, so
Yeah, didn't you
I
do
got
the
lucky. But
math that at one point, what your team costed then versus what it costs now, and
yeah,
it
it's
was 20
like
points.
twice.
That's insane.
Yeah,
You're like 20 or 30 points over now because Kyogre, Melmetal, and Celesteela moved up so much.
yeah, I think probably I could drop this team. No, with these points, I could drop twice over like another team right now.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was a little mistiered back then.
Just a little? God.
But it was just beginning, so there
I
was
don't
no way to
I
know.
don't even know like where else to like go with this. It's just like I want to audibly like gasp at how insane this is. Like you must have been really loving this division.
Yeah, especially I won undefeated.
Yeah, I would imagine. Jeez.
It was my second season. I was definitely my ego grew up by a bit back then.
So in 2 seasons of draft, you lost a single match.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
just go
and they
on
were
to
being run almost at the same time. I think
yeah these two. So these two on the screen here
they
were
they were
literally
like a week,
yeah like a
like
week different maybe.
2 weeks apart.
Yeah, that's insane. Just absolutely incredible. And then I want to say this is your third draft league that you've played.
No, I think there were like a couple in between.
Okay.
Like from some other servers.
Ah.
There was a monotype draft that didn't get finished. There was where we drafted coaches, where we were like 5 different coaches, where it
Oh, the
was like
team
a best of
tour.
3.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No, that was you were on my team for that, right?
uh,
God damn it. I
yeah,
wish that would have stayed. It was so fun and
yeah. That was
then
so fun.
died. God,
I think
you
we
made
were just
coughing
too
look
many
so
people for that to
good.
work.
Yeah,
I loved it too.
that was sweet. All right, well, let's get
Coughing was good.
to this. So this team here is, I would say, this was the most competitive the top division of APDL was ever, with some
Yeah.
really solid drafters playing in this division, and yeah, you did great
Oh,
work with this team.
oh, yeah, I remember. I know you beat me first week
Yeah,
with this team,
I was gonna say you
and
lost
then
week 1, and then you decided that you weren't gonna lose again. So
I think I did lose once more against Bardo, I believe. He had a Celesteela rain team,
okay,
similar.
yeah, that looks pretty good here against you, the Celesteela, but
So I
no,
did lose against that, and then just went to finish.
yeah.
And I
So
beat you.
yeah, you beat me because, and I wanted to bring this to you. So
No.
immediately you see Ninetales Venusaur, and that is the first thing you prep for when you play against you. And what
Yeah,
do? You brought 6 Mons not named Ninetales or Venusaur. Just
that's exactly what I was hoping for. For people to over prep for that core and just surprise them with the other stuff.
yeah, that's exactly what happened. You got me good. I think that was a really fun set. But yeah,
I think Slowbro was like my MVP.
you made Slowbro look
Somehow.
incredible, and I do want to point this out because it's on every one of your teams. I take it Terrain and Burden is your bread and butter.
Yeah, basically. I just not all on burden. I just love tripling.
The good old
It
play.
becomes so it becomes so bulky with the terrain and the seed,
Mm-hmm.
and then it can just be fast, annoying, and still deals
Mm-hmm.
decent damage with acrobatics.
Yeah, like that's, and you don't really need much investment either. Like you have 110 base power stab move.
Yeah, I think I've never run like a single attack point on dribbling, and it still can do like over half damage.
Yeah. Yeah, this team was super well rounded. You had every mode from Fast Sun to Follow Me plus Thunderous. Thunderous also is the dual threat. We know what it
Over half
is.
the life points in some months. Yeah, with Modsdale,
Yeah, Mudsdale is what we
the
found was
swagger
extremely good.
on tempo.
Yeah, that was funny. You missed against me in week one,
But
didn't you?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
it was.
I would have lost that game if you would have hit. I think. I'm sad they nerfed Swagger.
I don't know.
Well, they nerfed it for in the other formats,
Think
using
you
it on the opponent. But using it on yourself is, I guess, how VGC is used. It's so much cooler that way.
were
I think he died again. No.
very much destroying me. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Okay. It's like a blip every like 10 or 15 minutes. It's just like goes it just goes away. But you're back now.
Okay. Well, still, well, I did win this season, but I think it wasn't deserved in the end.
I mean, you got to play to your outs, and that's a big thing that a lot of players like don't understand. Like you had, I can paint the image to people. So you had a -6 Mudsdale, and you hit 2 crits
Yeah,
to win games, and that like I mean, that's how you have to win games. You have to play to your outs, and you have to say, if I have to get lucky, I have to get lucky. But this is the line I have to take to win the game.
yeah,
So
like I wasn't giving up, but I definitely thought I already had lost the match.
mm-hmm.
Scribbles was also just such a good player.
Yeah, Mudsdale got you.
He's my boy. From then on,
All right. So out of your 3 teams, I guess I already know which one your favorite was, but if I had to ask what your favorite of your 3 teams were,
it's the RPDL one. It's not even.
yeah, I thought so.
It's not even competition. It was just so good.
But we do see that you went Driftblim, Driftloon, Driftblim. So
Drifloon didn't come as much,
but you had it in spirit, and that's all that matters.
yeah, it came like to those 3 games, and it's still putting work somehow. Like it wasn't even ability; it was also just
Yeah,
rocking
the seed. Yeah.
the seed. And it's still,
Yeah. Well, it's incredible. I didn't actually know those were your first couple leagues you've ever played in. That's super impressive. To say that your first 2 leagues you ever played, you managed to be the champion of, and then we put you into the next highest division just because like we knew how good you were, and then you're like, yeah, easy. I'll just win that too.
yeah. But then I started to get a lot of work coming my way, so I took a season off, I think, or 1 or 2 seasons off.
Yeah. And then now you're back for some
For blood.
vengeance. Yeah, of course. Well, not really for vengeance, just more so to regain your trophy. We can
Yeah,
go
but
ahead
there's a lot of people that also have 3 wins.
Yeah, there's very few people that have 3 wins. Actually, I can pull this up because we have it saved. It's in the Cherish Ball channel. Wait. Okay.
I think it's Odie.
Yeah, so you, DJS, Odie, and Chad each have 3 wins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also great players.
So,
Yes,
You're part
especially
of an
for
elite
Monster.
group with having 3 Cherish balls. Which I gotta ask, how does it feel to be part of a group like those group of players with 3 championships?
It, it's a great feeling. It really makes me feel great that I know I got what it takes to win. Because there's a lot of work behind some leagues, like prepping each week.
Mm-hmm.
You also playing in each match, knowing trying to make the least mistakes. So it's a fun game. It's a fun way to waste my time, basically.
All right, so we go to. I have one more question for you.
Go
Entering
ahead.
the Cherish Ball division, what's on your mind? What are you thinking? How you feeling? We're playing Series
Man.
9, a format that you won with the Venusaur Mudsdale thing. So, how are you feeling going into it?
Let's just say I'm both pumped and really scared. I know it's going to be fun, but there's gonna to be like a single DC game in that league. Like everyone has showed they have what it takes to win at least one division, which means playing like the best or the one that make the least mistakes out of a whole bunch of people. So
Yeah, and there's no predicting who's gonna do what in this division. The skill cap is like the highest skill division in history of this server and this organization.
yeah, like
It's going to be great.
even from the drafting start point, it's going to be crazy, like competitive, trying to see who takes
Yeah,
what,
100%.
going going for the value picks, going
Mm-hmm.
for a mon that's overall great. It's going to be crazy, basically.
Yeah, definitely. And it's going to be, I think we're around like 19 or 20 people playing in it. So that's just going to make all the options so much fewer. And so every decision has to be spot on.
Yeah, everyone has to bring their A game.
Yes, definitely. So, alrighty, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a lot of fun chatting with you again. It's been a long time since we've spoken like over
Yeah, ever
voice.
since the Unite League,
Man, we were so good at Unite. It was great.
it was really fun.
Actually, no. Twin and Gatronics were really good at Unite. Everybody else
Yeah,
was just there.
they carried us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, basically.
All right, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. You got any final words for the people watching?
I hope you don't beat me too hard. I'm washed. I've been doing this well.
You say you're washed, and then you're gonna go through and probably sweep us all.
Nah, I don't think so.
You wouldn't do that, would you? You would be nice to us,
No,
right?
of course. I'm, I'm mercy.
You definitely, yeah. Alrighty, so my name is Spades, my guest Jeypi, we will be signing off.